Good Monday morning to you. It's Mike Mahoney, also known as RealtorMikeMahoney.com. And one of my favorite things to say, particularly on Monday mornings, is TGIM. Thank goodness it's Monday. A lot of salespeople have a tough time starting up on Monday. They realize that the beginning of the week looks a lot like sitting at the base of Mount Everest, wondering how they're going to get to the top. And this is normal. This is how people feel because, sales is tough. So if you think about trying to climb Everest and that you can't do it, you'll have procrastination and you'll start ruining opportunities. So today I wanted to give you a couple tips that can help mitigate that issue of when you drive up to the office and you say, boy, I don't want to be here. It's natural. We all dream about hitting the lottery and pushing the bug off button. That's normal human nature. The number one thing I think you can do to mitigate the Monday morning blues is just say to yourself, I get to. I know that when I drive into the office over the last year or so, I've watched the construction on Route 1A, and when I don't feel like driving to the office, I say to myself, I get to. I get to sit in a warm office. I get to be with nice people. I get to enjoy all the things that real estate sales brings to my family and myself. That's a mindset shift. That subtle shift can have a huge impact instead of buying into the mindset of I have to, right? Another thing I like to say to myself is I'm grateful for the opportunity. And that's not just with work. I'm grateful for the opportunity that I get to serve others, whether it be the agents in the office or clients or any of the civic organizations or memberships that I am involved or belong to. I'm grateful for the opportunity. Sure, there are times when the confluence of all the things in my life become a little overbearing and they stress me out because, I'm involved in quite a few things, but I get to remind myself that if not me, then who? I'm grateful for the opportunity. When I look at sales, I don't really look at it as sales. I look at it as serving other people. Great salespeople, great salespersonship, they're not salespeople. They're never about the product or the service or the car or whatever it is. They're about the other person, the person whose lives we can impact, the lives we get to touch, the lives that we can improve and add value to. That's what salespersonship is about. It's making lives better for people around us as a result of them coming into contact with us. I think that can mitigate the Monday morning blues. Because when you get into a position of recognizing that you serve others, and as a result of serving others more and more and serving more people, then you make more money, right? It's just the natural byproduct of good service and helping others. But when we go in with the mindset of I'm going to sell, it's totally different. A friend of mine called me last week, and I talked about this on Friday. His dad passed away, and he's already talking about the next sort of phase of his life and what he's thinking of doing to his dad's house and his house and selling his property. And I went to see him last Friday, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but I brought him a box of chocolates. I didn't bring a listing agreement. I didn't bring any reports. I just went there to listen and be with my friend. And I jokingly gave him the box of chocolates, and I said to him, listen, eat the chocolates instead of the booze. Lay off the booze. And I was kidding. My friend is totally in control. He just has a good sense of humor. He's a fun guy to be around. And, I just know that, when you have a death or whatever it is, some hardship in your life, it's easy to take the easy button and drink or do whatever it is, your vice. So I was joking with him, and I just wanted to share with my friend that, I cared about him. So he enjoyed that. And coincidentally, I saw him Saturday night at a social event, and he was talking to all my friends and his friends about the chocolates and how I told him to lay off the booze. So evidently he thought it was cute. but again, I wasn't there to sell. I was there to visit with my friend, and he got such a kick out of it. He was in a better mood as a result of it. And, he actually bid on something that he was going to give to someone that helped him. So I'd like to think that my giving to him caused reciprocal action on his behalf. So I would just say, slow down. My friend was talking about missing the market, and I said, listen, just give yourself time. Don't build up all this anxiety. You need to go through the process and the catharsis of your dad's passing. So I think that is what he needed right now. He doesn't need a salesperson. He needs a friend and buddies who can kind of watch out for his interest and make sure that he takes care of himself. And I'm not saying I'm a great salesperson. That's not what I'm indirectly saying here. I'm just saying that, we have 2 ears and people want us to listen to them. So people want to know that you care about them and, you trust and you're trustworthy. Have you ever noticed this about a great sales professional that you've known? I've gone to the same car dealers, same car salespeople for years. And I never felt like I was being sold, even though there's a confluence of competing interests between, the sales manager, the dealership itself, the finance manager, and the person trying to take my trade. However, I always trusted that the person who had my interest to try to get the transaction done, given all of those different departments that would impact the outcome of what my ultimate purchase price and monthly payment was going to be. I'd say you owe it to yourself to recognize your gifts, your power, and your place in the world. No matter your story or even your struggle, you need to be willing to give away everything you've got in order to get more. Who do you know as a great salesperson, whether in real estate or in anything you've bought or sold, that just had a lasting impact on you because of the way that they treated you or the way that they served you? When I ask about you, are they going to say the same thing? Listen, I'm grateful for you. If I can help you, please reach out. Thanks, and make it a great day.